realized that just having a regular job was somehow failing, and I just had so many regrets, and I was just like, I told him he's getting ready to go basic training, and I'm like, I said, Tanner, I'm like, there's nothing wrong with having a regular job. Being a
I've put myself in your hands.
Grandmaster, is this...
Yes, Cyrus. This is the Emperor's son, Martin Septim.
Hail, my lord. Welcome to Cloud Ruler Temple. What can I do for you, sir? Stay safe.
Yes?
Ah, well, thank you. The honor is mine.
Come. Your blades are waiting to greet you. Blades, dark times are upon us. The Emperor and his sons were slain on our watch. The Empire is in chaos. But there is yet hope. Here is Martin Septim, true son of Uriel Septim.
Hail, Dragonborn! Hail, Septim! Hail!
Your Highness, the Blades are at your command. You will be safe here until you can take up your throne.
Joffrey, all of you, I know you all expect me to be Emperor. I'll do my best. But this is all new to me. I'm not used to giving speeches, but I wanted you to know that I appreciate your welcome here. I hope I prove myself worthy of your loyalty in the coming days. That's it. Thank you.
Well then, thank you, Martin. We'd all best get back to our duties, eh, Captain?
Not much of a speech, was it? Didn't seem to bother them, though. The Blades saluting me and hailing me as Martin Septim. I don't mean to sound ungrateful. I know I would be dead by now if it weren't for you. Thank you. But everyone expects me to suddenly know what to do, how to behave. They want an emperor to tell them what to do, and I haven't the faintest idea. Of course, the Amulet of Kings. So I, can take it to the Temple of the One and light the dragon fires, and stop the Oblivion invasion. The Emperor? That's an idea that will take some getting used to. In any case, we need the amulet first. Maybe Joffrey will know where to start. All practitioners of Daedric magic are familiar with the almost impenetrable barrier between our world and Oblivion. What the Emperor told you implies that the amulet is the key to the preservation of that barrier. What I saw at Kvatch. Everything I know about Daedric magic says that such stable portals are impossible. Yet those gates to Oblivion existed. The old rules no longer apply. Kvatch is only the beginning of what Mehrunes Dagon will do. If the amulet is truly the key to restoring the barriers between our world and Oblivion, you must waste no time in recovering it. Something has changed to make these stable portals to Oblivion possible.
What up?
Joffrey believes that
What
the
up,
death
man?
of the Emperor and
No.
the darkening of the Dragonfires is the key. I haven't always been a priest. In my youth, I followed a different path. I know more than I want to about the seductive power
Just playing
of
Oblivion.
magic. Let's just leave it at that. Don't worry about me, my friend.
Oblivion is fucking what RPGs were meant to be.
Hail.
Oh my god, Age of Empires just came out.
You have proven yourself a loyal servant of the Empire, as worthy as any of the Blades to stand by Martin's side during this crisis. As the Grand Master of the Blades, I would be honored to accept you into our order. Will you join us?
About to join the Blades, baby. Let's go.
The Blades are sworn to the service of the Emperor as the mortal representative of the dragon blood of the Divine
Is
Talents.
Oblivion, is that Elden Ring?
No, it's Elder Scrolls. It's
Elder Scrolls.
it's so you Skyrim, you play Skyrim?
No, I never played it.
Oh god, what? Dude, you gotta get on that. So there's Elder Scrolls, a series of games that date back to like the early days of like playing on PC and shit.
Mm-hmm.
The most popular one at first was Morrowind. There's like it's got its own massive ass lore like any other big world does, the way Lord of the Rings does, Star Wars, right? Like you name something.
Sure.
So basically, there's a continent called Tamriel, and it's got a whole bunch of different areas that are kind of, some are ruled specifically by like a certain race, whether it's like the dark elves, regular elves, wood elves, orcs, different types of humans. Most of the games like take place in one of the different areas of Tamriel. Morrowind, I never played Morrowind because it was before my time of playing on PC. I think I want to say it takes place in an area called Morrowind, but I want to say it's like the area where like it's mostly run by elves. Then Oblivion came out, and Oblivion is amazing. It takes place like in the heart of Tamriel in this area called Cyrodiil, which is ruled by the Empire, which is like Imperials or a specific type of humans. Race of humans. They're kind of like a play on the Roman Empire. Skyrim takes place way up north in an area that's separated by mountain ranges, and it's just hard to get to, and it's mostly just white people called Nords, like short for like the Nordics. Mm-hmm. And Skyrim is one of the greatest RPGs ever, so is an Oblivion, but they all coincide with one another. And Oblivion, they just remade it, and it's fucking fantastic. And I didn't play a lot of Oblivion when it first came out. That was during the time where I was like busy, and I mostly just played shooters with the guys and was busy doing other shit. And I always wanted to go back and finish it, and lo and behold, they remade it. And it's nothing short of spectacular. I'm streaming it.
Yeah, I never really got into any of like the,
It is my honor to welcome you
Elder
into our
Scrolls
ranks
or
as a
anything.
knight brother of the Blade.
Dude, you gotta at least play Skyrim. You can get that shit for fucking $10 now.
Yeah, I've seen like videos
You're
of
right.
people playing it.
You should go back.
But
You'll find
like, I just never.
this place was built
We
by
didn't really
Raymond
have.
Cyril.
We had like
Since
a
then, this
home
fortress is well
computer
supplied
at
with
the
arms
house.
and armor.
But I mean,
Use what you need from the armory in the east.
I remember playing
Give my
like
warm regards to Boris. Tell him he should not.
backyard baseball or Age of Empires. There was another Age of Mythology was another game that I would play on there, and those are both. I literally just looked at the PlayStation Store, and both of those are on now.
Sorry, but I'm too busy to talk right now. Try one of the other blades.
But yeah, dude, you ever end up finishing your other shit, dude? I guarantee you, if you sat down and played Skyrim,
but I'm sure one of the other blades can help.
You'd be hooked. It'd be a straight fucking rabbit hole. It's so good.
I mean, I've seen like people on like the. I'm walking out into my house right now, so it might be. I might lose you for a sec. But I've seen like the mods and shit that people put on it. And it looks wild.
So, Skyrim, right? The gist behind Skyrim is, so there's a lot of wicked cool shit that goes on in Skyrim where I do feel like the story's kind of unique. So Skyrim, you create your character in the opening scene, so good. You create your character, and your character's like, you start out where your character just fucking wakes up on the back of a fucking paddy wagon with criminals, and you don't know where you are. And they roll you down to this town. I can't believe I can remember this, called Helgen. Now, listen, mind you, that game came out a week after I broke my foot and ankle. So, you can still hear me, right?
Yeah, I hear you.
So, I did nothing but play Skyrim all day and play Call of Duty with Adam and the guys at night. And then, like, I would listen to I'd listen to Joe Rogan and play fucking Skyrim all day. I fine-tooth combed that game to the point where, like, I was collecting all the books and reading them that just tell you the lore of Skyrim, and I made a library and put shit in chronological order like a fucking weirdo. I put, like, well over 1,000 hours into that game. So, you roll down to this joint, and you're with other prisoners, and this one dude who's a Nord is, like, kind of becomes your buddy, and he's like, hey, listen, dude, they're gonna fucking op us and all this shit. And he's like, we gotta figure out how to get out of here, whatever. It's actually really cool the way they do it. Like, they bring you off the paddy wagon, and your dude's like, that's when you create your character. They're all in line and they're chopping people's heads off. And homie's like, who are you? And all this shit. And then that's when you create your character. And you pick your race, create your character, and it changes the dialogue. And they're like, oh, so you're a long way from home, Redguard, or whatever you make, or whatever. They're like, different dialogues, and it's sweet. They're like, and he's like, what should we do with this one? And the fucking one bitch is like, fuck him, he's going to the chop block like the rest. And so you're about to die, and all of a sudden this big-ass dragon shows up, starts handling shit, and you escape. And then, long story short, as you start to connect all the dots and you meet people, you find out that, like, and it's the one thing that's cool, but it's also kind of cheesy about the story in that, is, you find out that you're like the chosen one, essentially, and that you have the blood of the dragon in you. And you're like the only dude who has the power to defeat the dragons. Basically, there's this like evil dragon. People, like, when the dragons start showing up, people are like, that's impossible. There hasn't been dragons for thousands of years in these parts. So they start showing up and handling shit. And basically, you get your own crew of people together from all the different holds in the cities you meet, and you basically defend Skyrim against the dragons. What's cool about it is there's a lot of the background shit that's going on in it. If you fine-tooth comb it and you really learn about everything, is way cooler than like the actual stories. Like, the actual story is not like, it's not the most amazing story. It's good, but it's not like amazing.
Yeah.
it's everything else that's going on, like the politics, like Skyrim's kind of like starting to become like a little bit of like a melting pot, even though it's been so disconnected from the rest of like Tamriel. Like there's a Imperial city, which is a really nice, rich city where the Imperials came up north and made their own city. There's a leader of this group called the Stormcloaks, and he leads most of the Nords that are native to Skyrim. That's all they are, is really Skyrim natives, Nords. And he's like super racist and hates anyone that's like not Nords. And a fucking war starts between the Imperials and the Nords, and like you could pick a side, you could stay neutral, you could not get involved at all, like. And they'll legitimately have like big ass battles and shit. Like you'll just show up somewhere and you'll look into a field and there's just hundreds of fucking Stormcloaks and Imperials fighting each other. So there's a lot of politics going on. And then through it all, there's like more racial undertone shit in the game. Like for example, and for good reason, the High Elves. No one likes the High Elves and no one trusts the High Elves because and again, the fact that I can remember this shit. There's something called the White Gold Concordat, where like there was a war between like the High Elves are like way more powerful than all the other races. Like what's cool about Skyrim is like a lot of the races have like specific things. Like for example, the High Elves, they're all tall. And they're typically like one of the races that's like way taller than everyone else. So when you see them with their armor on, you're like, holy shit, they're like physically imposing. They're like tall with all this armor, really powerful and magic. And they're intimidating as fuck. And they got this like crew called the Eldmeri Dominion, and they're like fucking magic hitmen. And they'll fucking show up and start politicking and handling shit. And basically, there's layers of like the socio-political components. Like, there's the war going on in Skyrim. Then the High Elves are kind of like in the cut, facilitating shit and causing shit and secretly like plotting to try to like, they've been taking people captive in like the middle of the night and shit and torturing people. Like, there's so much shit going on. And another thing that's cool is like, sometimes you don't learn as much about some of the other races because you're so far up north. Like, there's not a lot of Red Guards and the Red Guards come from Hammerfell. They're kind of like a melting pot. A lot of their people are usually darker. They come from like an area where it's like tropical desert, stuff like that. There's a race called the Khajiit, which they're humanoid cat people. They look like humans, but cross between like humans and tigers. There's a race that are similar to them, but they're like lizard people. Then there's the Bretons, which are humans. They're kind of like smaller. Oh, and like they talk a lot about the dwarves. You'll find like dwarven ruins, but the dwarves went extinct. So you'll find dwarven ruins, and it's really cool. And I remember the first time I played it, I'm like, I wonder if the dwarves really aren't extinct. They're just underground somewhere, and you never find a dwarf. They're truly like extinct, apparently. It's just, you could talk about it for hours. So Oblivion, which one I'm playing now, the story's better, and the quest design's a lot better, and some of the characters a lot better. Now they just put it on Unreal Engine, and if you look at my stream, it's just gorgeous looking. Like I'm right now, I'm by a fire, just chilling with my character, but basically Oblivion takes place before Skyrim, and so in Tamriel, there's multiple gods and evil gods. There's like nine good gods. I know them all, but I can't remember, like fucking Talos, Akatosh, Dibella, Mara, all these other gods. And they're the good gods, and each god has their own special abilities and what they represent. Goddess of fucking love and water and fucking power and all that shit, right? Then there's these wicked fucking dope gods. They're the Daedric gods. They're like the evil gods. So the leader of the Daedric gods is this dude Mehrunes Dagon. He's like the god of destruction. And basically there's a cult that is trying to they're ripping open portals to hell, essentially, which is called Oblivion in the game. And Mehrunes Dagon and all the other fucking gods and all their fucking demon minions are like coming out into the real world and like destroying cities and killing people and taking slaves. And they assassinate the king in the beginning, and you're like happen to be in prison, and they escape through like these prison tunnels. And he has these visions that apparently involve you in them. So when he sees you, he's like, "You're the man from my dreams," and all this shit. And he's like, "Follow me," and he basically, as he gets killed, he gives you this like amulet. He's like, "You need to find my son that like no one knows is his actual son. He's just like living in solitude as like a religious guy." What's cool about this game is you're essentially not the most important character, and I think that's why it's so cool, is you carve your own path, but you're kind of like a guy that's along for the ride. Like, you basically become the right-hand man of the rightful heir to the throne of Cyrodiil, this dude Martin Septim, and essentially he's the one trying to balance power and take on Mehrunes Dagon, and you're just the dude that fucking gets shit done for him, and it's pretty sweet. So you kind of you're not unsung hero. You are the hero, but you're not like the main man, and I actually think it works really well in this game. You kind of just back Martin Septim up, but like you're the dude that fucking gets it in. And it's just really good. So basically, in a nutshell, it's you and the good guys against this fucking cult that's just trying to like plunge Cyrodiil into fucking oblivion, basically. And so like they'll open portholes up and people will be like, there's a fucking oblivion gate over in fucking this place, and you roll up with the boys and it's cool. There's like a fucking giant porthole that's fucking flames and shit, and you can see on the other side, and you go through and you start fucking going to war with the fucking demons, and then you destroy it and close the porthole. So it's fucking sweet. And they added all kinds of new shit to this. Like, there's all kinds of new features that were never in it. Like, I don't remember if you could buy homes and stuff in the other one, but I rolled up on a castle and I saved everyone from raiders trying to attack the castle, and everyone was like, "Thanks for saving us" and shit. So they like gave me partial ownership to the castle, and now I like live there and store my shit there. And you can like build the castle up, but I just joined the Blades, which are the dudes that protect the king. So now I got all new armor and a fucking katana, and I'm like rolling around like, hell yeah. So I'm actually gonna return to my place. But yeah, dude, they're so amazing. Like, you ever want to get outside of what you normally play some really good games, dude. Play Skyrim first, and if you love Skyrim, you'll fucking love Oblivion. Just wait for that to go on sale. The Skyrim's cheap. Skyrim's got a lot of cool shit too, because if you just get like the like unlimited edition or whatever, all the DLC's looking good in that. Like Hearthfire, you can straight up own a bunch of different properties throughout Skyrim, like farms and shit. You can start homesteading. There's all kinds of cool shit.
You know what I wish they would remake?
What's that?
Do you remember? There was this old Lord of the Rings game.
Dude, are you talking about Lord of the Rings, the Two Towers, and the Return of the King, where you can play with your boys and just smash everybody?
Yes.
Dude, we talk about that at work all the time.
I never played the multiplayer version. But I feel like I remember it being on PC, and then I remember playing it on like the GameCube.
Yes, it was on GameCube. There was Lord of the Rings, the Two Towers. Then there was Lord of the Rings: Return of the King, and it's like free roaming across the maps, and it's just like a button masher, long range attack type fighting game. It's a hack and slasher.
Yeah.
Dude, it's so good. My brother and my buddies used to play it for hours.
Dude, I would literally, there was always, I never beat it, because I mean, I was like, I don't know, like 7 or 8 years old, and I just didn't have like the attention span to just sit and play it. But I remember like, because you could be Gimli, Aragorn,
Yep.
and Legolas, I think, and then maybe Gandalf.
Yeah, so in the second game, you can be in the second one you could be Legolas, Gimli, and Aragorn. In Return of the King, you can unlock Faramir, all the hobbits, Gandalf, and I want to say somebody else. Maybe Isildur, I'm not sure. And my brother and I used to just fucking run shit.
But I wish there was like a game like that where, because I remember like you would be like defending one of the walls in one of the cities, and like they would be putting their ladders up, and you'd have to go and like knock them down, and then they would get up, and then you'd have to fight people off the wall and shit. Yeah,
Siege towers, yeah. She's live.
Yes.
Yeah, that shit was fucking fire.
Oh, we're about to run this. Let's see how this is. Age of Mythology.
I thought I closed this game.
Fan at one of the baseball games that fell into the fucking, like, from the outfield onto the fucking dirt and had to get like carted off the field.
Was he like okay or no?
I mean, he's still in the hospital right now.
How far down did he fall?
It was probably like 20 feet, maybe.
Okay, yeah, that's not good. I mean, you could fall 20 feet and not get hurt, but that's not good, falling 20 feet.
I mean, this
just follow
this
the
dude was like, this dude was like, fucking, like.
Are you ready to go? We need your help. Our goal is the castle gate. You know the drill. Stick close and keep your eye.
And he like, let me see what it says. Because I just saw a fan who fell on the field at Pirates game tells his life, few names, and pain describes injuries as broken everything. If you look at the video, it looked like he like kind of, it looked like he kind of jumped. He's probably fucking, but it definitely looked like he like left his feet.
I could see you in a court of law. Sir, you definitely left your feet here. Was that not you?
Sir,
warming up. You abandon your arm.
that you threw yourself over this ledge.
Damn it! This is no. The gates are locked, and the only way to open. We can't open that gate from out here. The only mechanism for raising it is inside the. And the only way to get into the gatehouse now would be through the. Hurry and find Barrich Inian. He should be back in the chapel. Once you've got it, get to the guardhouse.
We're gonna find out here soon if Winter
We
got
saw
a
the
job
smoke
with
from the
us.
Gold Road while out on patrol.
Yeah, he was saying he finds
can we
out
help?
on Friday.
We'll be right behind you.
Oh, I don't know if he finds out on Friday, but basically I was at work last night and we had like just some drill training stuff, and one of the main guys,
Yes.
one of our bosses, was like, told us that they're done with interviews.
You probably couldn't find it on
Oh,
your
sorry.
own. I've still got.
That they're done with interviews and that they're just trying to. They said they have a group of candidates that they like more than the rest, and they said that pretty soon they're going to be sending out emails to people that got. And so I would assume it is probably. I would assume it is this week. We'll find out. So all I know is, and I've told him ad nauseum, is that my job is a super professional place, and I take it seriously, and that he better fucking take it seriously. It's not. I told him, I go, it's not a place where you're the boss and it's all that shit. I go, it's yes sir, no sir, and you have no say over anything that goes on. So I just told him it's a really good opportunity for the situation you're in, you know, trying to find work here, and there's people around here who'd kill for the job, so if you get it, I go, you better take advantage of it.
Yeah.
Watch out!
This dude's name is like Blair Indian or something, and it's like I keep thinking it's Balchinian. Whatever, he died. I don't give two fucks. It's so funny. I'm in this set of missions where I'm trying to clear this town, and all the soldiers like run their mouths and like give you a stick when you try to tell them to do shit, and then they suck at fighting and they die. Instead of trying to defend them, just let them die now and taking their shit. It's not his fault he can't read. Oh jeez, there's so many dudes out here.
Die, cur!
Get my ass kicked out here.
I thought we might have more fearsome than you.
Jesus.
Kick their ass, dude.
I kick your butt. Dude, that shit's funny. I'm kicking your butt more, or whatever the fuck it goes. I'm kicking your butt more.
Every minute is another day for me. I've got 360 days in one day. I'm gonna kick your butt.
I'm gonna kick your butt.
Fucking Kraken? This game is fucking lit.
He says it is litty.
Charge the courtyard! Leave none of them!
I love how I got this fucking, all this gear and this katana now, and it's fucking weak as shit. The only thing it sucks is about these games is the meta is making like a mage or a sorcerer. You get good with the fucking magic, you straight melt motherfuckers. I always make a hack and slash guy because magic's never been my thing, but you make a mage and you fucking straight run train on motherfuckers, dude. I remember when I made the first time I made a mage in fucking Skyrim, and I was like, oh shit, I've been playing this all wrong. gives a smile. 'Cause I ain't got nothing to smile about. I know what to do, to die for. Oh, you goddamn thing. I love how I just had all these dudes, and now I'm in here by myself doing everything. The door to the Great Hall. Miss me, bitch. The one thing is it takes a while to upgrade your fucking character, I know that. Just go sleep real quick in this room that's on fire, no big deal.
So Pickens to the Cowboys, dude. What do you think about that?
Really good player with a lot of potential, but just doesn't behave.
I want to see him fighting fucking Darius Slay, whoever's on the Eagles, dude. That's what I want. I want him just fucking throwing hands down on the 35-yard line.
I mean, it fits what, it fits with the personnel, Dak, and all that shit. He's just, Dak's so good at spread the pill around.
Yeah. I just want to know what the fucking Steelers are going to do. Like, because, I mean, I heard talk of Aaron Rodgers, but that's kind of just...
Aaron Rodgers, what are you talking about?
Like Aaron Rodgers going to
Pittsburgh.
Rodgers going to Pittsburgh, yeah. And then I don't know about what else is going on.
You never know with that one. You never know. Aaron Rodgers would just be like, "It's my knee." My wife thinks that shit's so funny when he's high as a kite. "It's my knee." Felt something in it. Did all the tests. Well, that's that, I guess. Where's Winter?
I don't know, I texted him that I was going to be on tonight. And
He's like, "You know what, Hag? Sick and tired of bullshit, Hag.
Where is the Count? Why is he not with you? If only we'd gotten here sooner. This is indeed a dark day for all of us left. But I thank you for risking your own life to help us. Did you find the Count's ring by any chance? At least, this is safe. Thank you. I shall make sure it is protected for the time when a new Count is crowned. Here, take this. I have no use for it. I'm tired of fighting. It may serve you well in days to come. Certainly. Bye.
Yeah, buddy. Rolling like a big shot. Chevy tuned up like a neck up pistol. Dude, what's wicked funny is that's one of those songs where you're like... That's one of those songs where you can't believe it became a famous song. It's just not a good song.
Hello there.
That place was cursed by Mehrunes Dagon himself. Best not to go there.
Hello.
So I've heard.
Yes? Have a look at my wares. I'm sure there's something to suit you. Thank you for be seeing you.
What is up, everybody? It is Sam here with BFPgear.com, and you see one right here in front of me. This is the brand spanking new Planet Eclipse CS3 Pro. The gentlemen and folks over at Planet Eclipse were kind enough to send us one of the CS3 Pros for us to take a look at, and that is exactly what we're going to do today. We're going to be taking a peek inside of the box here at the brand new CS3 Pro, and we also have another CS3 here, so we're going to compare the differences between the standard CS3 and the new CS3 Pro. With that said, price point on the CS3 Pro at the time of... Did you see that GTA 6 trailer?
Yeah.
The one they sent us here, I believe, is
Yeah, it looks great.
They said like the whole thing was captured on like PS5, like the not even the PS5 Pro.
Oh yeah, definitely gonna get it. Hashtag will buy.
Alright, so we got here CS3 Pro, and I do have a CS3 just right here, and we will be bringing it in to compare and contrast some differences, but go ahead and open this bad boy up. You're going to get that typical Planet Eclipse packaging with the cardboard box and the sleeve, and of course we're getting that Pender gray case. But now, we got to see what the actual marker itself looks like. And it is gorgeous. That is absolutely beautiful. So, just like back in the day of the CS2, CS2 dominated for a hot minute there, and then the CS2 Pro comes out where they just build the hell out of the marker and made some changes here and there. Right away, looking at the CS3 Pro, I'm not just noticing like how thin this is, but it is slightly noticeably lighter. This is Planet Eclipse's lightest paintball marker that they've made, which is fantastic. I mean, you don't want to be playing out there and then you're just like experiencing any kind of fatigue, but just starting from the bottom here, like the ASA, this air source adapter, they've milled this thing down big time. Like it's this really, really flat line. Like even the little on-off like sleeve here is just way thinner and way smaller. So I'm a big fan of that. I'm also a huge fan of like the cuts, like these deep cuts into the back cap. So you can actually just kind of get your fingers in there and just pop the cap up. It's just really, really simple. And of course, first for Planet Eclipse, we have a deuce-style trigger, which I think is a huge improvement, because not only are you getting that deuce-style trigger, but when we get to the rest of the contents, you do get the second trigger as well, which is that standard blade style. And then, of course, you're getting that R5-style foregrip, because that is going to cover the where the eye covers would be. Instead, you now have a grip, and then those little eye covers. Real quick thing to address about this marker though is that if you do have a CS3 mech frame, it will not work with this because this does utilize that new frame design that you find on the R5, where they completely seal off the front, so if you do get shot and paint somehow like trickles in, it's not going to affect your battery. So that's a really cool addition. But other than that, this is one of the like this thing is ultra thin. Like there's just deep cuts into the body, which is stunning. Let's go ahead and see what else we get here in the package, because it's like Pro, you also, or the CS2, you get extras here. So you're getting this time. So we've got the black insert here, the 689. You're going to get the 685 blue, and then you get the 681 gold. So you have 3 inserts instead of just the 2 that you would normally get, and a new barrel here. So this is the S63. It's not just Pro. They call this the S63FL, and it is just this hyper milled down version of the S63 barrel, and Carbon and Planet Eclipse have teamed up. Maybe see the Eclipse there. It's starting with Carbon with the nano porting on the barrel tip here. I don't know if this is going to affect the sound signature that much, but this is definitely going to
Oh man, I'm fucking so tired. I gotta stay up longer.
If you're playing in a big, like rainy or muddy event, you don't need to worry about any of that crap getting in your barrel and affecting your paint accuracy, but also just how incredibly milled down the barrel back and the front is. It's just mind-blowing. This thing is, like, just having both parts in hand, pretty light. Let's go ahead and...
Okay, so I still have Call of Duty downloaded if you want to play.
But this is
It's up to you. If not, I'll still play. I'll just keep playing those. It's up to you.
Like 2 minutes, because I'm in the middle of something right now. But as soon as I'm done...
This, I mean, if Planet Eclipse is saying this is their lightest marker to date, I like this thing is incredible. But to do a little bit of compare and contrast, we will bring over CS3 here in a sec. Of course, you're going to get your barrel sleeve in the package, the full color manual. This is just Planet Eclipse's bread and butter standard. Of course, a full tube of grease. There's that extra stock trigger that insert grid. So you're not going to get any like debris, mud, grime, anything like that in the window, which is just extra stuff. So that is a big welcome improvement. And then of course they moved over, like I said, to that R5 grid. This is the old school grid here, as you can see in the front. It's a lot thinner, and they have just completely done away with the design. And then of course the eye covers are up there. And then over here, you got normal eye covers. Let me just take the barrel off one more time, and then see like how much they made this. I don't know if we can see that there, but you can really
Evening.
see how thin.
What?
They just milled this thing down. It's
Orcs don't
just
ride
like
horses.
a
They
pipe,
eat horses.
whereas the CS3
You too.
Santa Bar, you got those like kind of like, I guess you could say like your like glamour cuts, but when you look at the CS3 Pro, it is just very simple.
Go ahead, please.
Very
Goodbye.
elegant design. I honestly love like how flat this is, and I can't wait to see what printed design they do on this kind of thing. Yeah, these are just super milled out.
Hello.
Love the cleaning. And then one last thing to go over that we changed up to is the board. So you do have
How do you do?
NXL. They call it the NXL Pro mode. So when you go into programming, this is actually a really cool one. You go preset, it says NXL Pro, and then you can also turn on Pro mode, which basically once you go and you exit the screen, if you just leave it sitting on a different screen, eventually this swaps back over to that NXL Pro mode, which just shows you a battery indicator, what firing mode you're on, and then your eye direction. So I turn the eyes on to see what's going on. Like actually, the solenoid, you've got a full battery meter there, so it's just the information that you need. So yeah, CS3 Pro, this is basically replacing the CS3, so pretty much there's that noise out, and this is what's taking that high-end slot for the CS3. And the board, this is going to be that same. Just take a look here. Nothing's changed.
I have no time for your pathetic attempts at small talk.
Oh, this game brings back fucking memories, man. Yeah, I'm about to load up into COD,
With that said,
and we'll
we're going to go
fucking
ahead and
Here's the
get around. We're going to get some closing remarks, and we're going to go outside and shoot this bad boy because I want to see if the sound signature is
The fuck?
with this barbecue. So,
Today's your lucky day, so let's hear it.
all right, so that is just an unboxing and a little overview of the CS3 Pro, which is just, this thing is pretty incredible. A lot of the differences that you get with the CS3 Pro from the stock CS3 is really awesome. And again, Planet Eclipse is just doing